Another Brick fan with a Star Wars helmet collection set. This is Captain Rex. This is set 75349, was released in March 2023. It has 850 pieces and cost about $70 when it was released. This is one of 3 new Star Wars helmets that were released in 2023, bringing the total to 11 in the Star Wars helmet collection. There are 5 additional helmets and 2 gauntlets from Marvel and DC. There's a couple of Batman and several Marvel helmets with one on the way. This is Captain Rex, and he wears the Phase 2 clone armor. So as you can see, it is done here very much like the Stormtroopers armor, then the helmet for the Stormtroopers. He has this sight that comes down, kind of like you would see on a Mandalorian helmet as well. I think the Phase 1 clone armor actually had some of this stuff built in. The Phase 1 armor was also pressurized, so it could be done in a vacuum or something like that and allow the troopers to survive in very extreme conditions for short periods of time. Just as a quick comparison, this is Captain Rex and this is the Phase 2 armor. Phase 2 helmet, and this here is Commander Cody in the Phase 1 armor. Couple of big differences are the visor that goes over the top here, the lack of any of the vents or filtration system like you see on this helmet, and then it has this big wing on the top as well as a communication antenna on the side because it had a comm link built in. The Phase 2 armor looks an awful lot like the Stormtrooper armor. So here's the Stormtrooper helmet. You can see that the mouthpiece is just a little bit higher, different from the nose here, but the same kind of angle here with the rounded areas on the front. So definitely moving towards the Stormtrooper armor. But let's continue on with Rex here. So like all the helmets, they have this data plate right there. So again, that's a printed piece. It shows Captain Rex. These are all built with the kind of the stud on the side construction. So there's a frame inside that everything gets built up on and then connected on the outside. Starting looking on the side here, you see some scores here or marks that Rex adds in for his kills, presumably, or great things that he did. He has the blue accents. He was part of the 501st. So there are stickers here to represent some of the other detailing on this, like this little scarring, it looks like. Some of these little lines here, these are also present on the Stormtrooper helmet. I already pointed out this sighting device going around the back. You can see that shaping is really nicely done and with a lot of little slopes and stuff to create that effect. I like how the gray goes all the way around. There's a nice disc here in the back of the helmet. On the other side, more of this scoring stuff, and then this other earpiece here is slightly different because he doesn't have the targeting computer on there. I like how the eyes were done in the black. And then there's some of these little details here. I think that has something to do maybe with a filtration system. Kind of like the Stormtrooper armor, Rex also has this little printed, these are actually printed pieces here with a little striping on his mouth. You might zoom in just a little bit. You can see that striping right here. Just adds a little bit more character to it. Overall, I think this helmet looks really nice. I think it's a very good representation of the helmet that Captain Rex wore in the Clone Wars series. So very nice to get this. It's a great addition to the helmet collection. And I think it's going to look really good on display. On to pricing. So if you just go strictly price per piece, this actually fits pretty well, $70 for 850 pieces. So you're paying less than 10 cents per piece in this case. However, these helmets are composed of a lot of small pieces, right? A lot of 1x1s, smaller tiles, smaller plates. But purely price per piece, this fits really nicely in that price per piece kind of analysis. I think it is a really nice display piece, so that adds to it. There's a lot of nostalgia. We've been waiting a long time for these Clone Wars helmets to come out. So I think it's really nice that they have finally released 2 of them, in fact. You just saw Commander Cody. However, when the helmets first came out, they were $60. So they've added $10 to the price of these helmets. The piece count on these helmets has varied quite a bit, actually. The 3 that came out this year have 850 pieces for this one. Commander Cody has about 760 pieces, and the Princess Leia helmet has a little under 700 pieces. So all the same price. So there's quite a variance in pieces or piece count for these different helmets. So that's probably not the best indicator. They're just sticking with the same price point on all of these helmets. I've always thought this helmet collection was really good. These look great on display. It's really nice to see this collection growing, both on the Star Wars side and on the Marvel Universe side. So I'm excited to see more of these helmets coming out every year, and I'm going to continue to buy them. Hopefully you've enjoyed my thoughts on this Captain Rex helmet. I'm going to get started on my next video, and until then, happy building. If you enjoyed this video, hit that like button. Be sure to subscribe to see more of my content. I've left a link to my Star Wars review playlist up here on the screen.